You know we gotta start out the video by saying no Hughes, no problem, baby. No Quinn Hughes, and the Vancouver Canucks are playing off against the Edmonton Oilers. You think that a team like that just got beat at the hands of the Montreal Canadiens yesterday would find a way to totally disappoint their fans one more time. But no. On a night where there's no captain, on a night where the best defenseman on the team is out with whatever it is that he's got, day to day, week to week, month to month, who really knows? But on a night where Quinn Hughes is not included, the Vancouver Canucks got the contributions they needed from everybody else. Thatcher Demko, stellar. Brock Boeser, stellar. Kiefer Sherwood, game-changing. Elias Pettersson, one-timing, shot-blocking, game-saving. The Vancouver Canucks have defeated the Edmonton Oilers 4-3 in overtime. And that was an amazing game to watch. Now, I'll just say this right here. I'm going to start the video by saying Elias Pettersson, I think, I know we've said it a lot over the past few years. Oh, he has a good game, he gets some points, he gets some goals, but I think now, is it fair to say that Elias Pettersson is back? That we are starting to see the superstar player that he is present itself night in and night out now? No longer is he getting like 4 or 5 point games all the time. He had a 3-point game yesterday. He had a 2-point game today. But the way he's looking, the way he's moving, the way he's scoring, it's looking more like that superstar. 11.6 might not even be that bad by the time, let's say, December rolls around. He could be really working his way back up to that. And today was another one of these games where we saw the best out of Petey, and we also saw the best out of Brock Boeser. Edmonton, they ended up losing yesterday to the Seattle Kraken in regulation, 3-2, and they follow that up with a comeback attempt against Vancouver. That was close to working, but ultimately reigned unsuccessful in the night of Sunday, October 26. First period, we got ourselves a goal from one Brock Boeser, assisted by the guy that I was harping on all afternoon in Evander Kane, who ends up taking Marcus Pettersson's dump into the offensive zone and making a beautiful, nice little, nifty backhand pass, centering it over for Brock Boeser, who ends up making no mistake as he goes through Calvin Pickard, backhands it 5-hole through the Edmonton goalie, and gives Vancouver the lead 1-0. That's Brock Boeser's 4th goal on the year. He needed that one. R.I.P. to Cooley. We all saw the story, and we all saw Brock Boeser's Instagram post. It's awesome that the Canucks were able to give Boeser the time off to spend time with his dog. So you could definitely tell this was an emotional goal for Brock to get things started in Vancouver, 1-0 for the Canucks. He also had Thatcher Demko making some really nice saves on Isaac Howard, Connor McDavid, Darnell Nurse. Connor was like trying to wiggle his way through the front of the goal and force one in. Didn't get by Demko. Evander Kane also did have some chances as well, which I thought were pretty interesting. Ultimately, he played a lot better in this one, was creating some more offense than we had expected from the prior game sample that he had had with Vancouver so far. But to start out the second period, hey, guess what? It's Elias Pettersson who gets himself a power play goal. And you know what I'm thinking about on this power play goal? This is what happens when the gosh darn defenseman passes to Elias Pettersson. Quinn does not do that, and he's not in the lineup today, so instead it's Phil Hronek, who likes to go over to Petey every other pass, it seems. Hronek gets the pass from Garland, who then tosses it over to Petey, who takes a classic Elias Pettersson one-timer, and he buries it, makes it 2-0 Vancouver. just 2 minutes and 22 seconds into the second period. Beautiful play. Garland and Hronek, good on them for passing it around and getting this play to go through. And Petey, oh man, get that confidence up there, buddy. He's got 3 goals on the season now, and that is a beautiful one. 2 goals on back-to-back nights for Elias Pettersson from Montreal yesterday and Edmonton today. He had some more plays following that. Evander Kane had himself a rush opportunity. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins was stopped up by Thatcher Demko on a 2-on-0. The Canucks had themselves yet another power play afterwards, but this was killed off by the Edmonton Oilers. Lots of movement. You like to see Elias Pettersson getting the puck a lot more than when Quinn is manning the power play. And maybe I'm just nitpicking because it's something that I think a lot of Canucks fans have noticed the past few games. If Quinn really needs to take some time off to fix whatever he's going on with his body, then maybe it can also just recalibrate some of his mental and his game state of mind as well. But ultimately, the Canucks do not score on this other power play opportunity. But you know who does score? Kiefer Sherwood. He gets himself a rush and ends up beating Calvin Pickard, giving the Canucks a 3-0 lead. Only until we see later, wait a minute, nope, that's offside. It's Tyler Myers who is offside. Drew O'Connor also hit the post heading into that play as well, so Canucks with a number of chances here, just not able to get it through or to get it onside. Demko makes another save on Connor McDavid coming in alone, and then you had a Filip Hronek injury scare. He has an awkward fall with Andrew Mangiapane, where he kind of lands awkwardly on his shoulder bicep area-ish. You could definitely see he gets crunched into the boards, and the way he lands is not all too pleasant. He was writhing in pain for a little bit, but then he went over to the bench and he just sat down. He didn't leave the game, so that was really good news for the Vancouver Canucks. But then you had yourselves Leon Draisaitl cutting the lead in half for the Edmonton Oilers. This is a really good play where Evan Bouchard, he's in his own zone. He spots Draisaitl coming off the bench. It's the second period. It's the long change. Draisaitl comes off the bench. Bouchard throws a Hail Mary right down Main Street. Draisaitl picks it off, comes in on Demko on a breakaway, and then fires it right through the Canucks goaltender. It's a really quick shot from the feet, essentially, that goes over Demko's left leg and under the glove. And Edmonton, they get themselves on the board. It's now 2-1. But don't look away because Kiefer Sherwood, he scores again. What the hell? That came out of nowhere. Oh my gosh, Kiefer Sherwood dangles the pants off of Mattias Ekholm, embarrasses that man, and then fires one right by Calvin Pickard. Oh my gosh, he's got 2 goals on the night. One of them counts. This second one, the actually allowed one, was ridiculous. And it's a 3-1 hockey game at this point. Now, the Oilers, they then scored twice in the third period. You had Elias Pettersson having a fearless block right in front of his blue line. And then Jack Roslovic, later on in the same shift, ends up potting a really nice wrister coming down the left wing, assisted by Vasily Podkolzin. But the Canucks respond with their own chances too. Sasson set up Pierre-Olivier Joseph for a really nice rush chance. Boeser set up Lucas Reichel for a cross crease. Reichel ended up hitting the side of the net. And then you had Connor Garland dipsy-doodling, Datsukiing behind the Oilers' goal. He was playing keep away, and it was beautiful. But it's ultimately Leon Draisaitl when the Oilers go on the man advantage, assisted by McDavid and Nugent-Hopkins, whose snapshot right out in front of Thatcher Demko is able to beat him and tie the game up at 3 apiece. This stands as the only goals that we see in regulation. And in overtime, Vancouver does the scary, unorthodox, mystical 3-forward setup. You've got Boeser, Garland, and Sherwood out there. And Brock Boeser throws it towards the goal from distance. It tips in off of Sherwood, and he scores the game-winning goal. It's a beautiful play here. Sherwood dipsy-doodling, drops it off to Garland. Boeser picks it up, shot, and Sherwood in front with the tip. Chief Keefe makes it 4-3 Vancouver and gives the Canucks the win. No Quinn, no problem. This team is still a team. And any team can go out there and take advantage of the Edmonton Oilers. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about this game. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then you can hit the like button. If you didn't, the dislike button's down there for you as well. Comments help out with the algorithm, so I'd appreciate it if you got involved there. What else stood out to you in this hockey game? What were your thoughts on some of the other players involved? And how do you think Quinn Hughes' absence changed the way this team was able to fight back? I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.